Hello and welcome to Cosmoteer Starship Architect and Commander, and welcome back to Playing Hardball. You have probably heard of this title. It is quite renowned by now, still in early access since 2022, and we shall have a look at it again because we want to see what has happened and how it has developed. So we can see a lot of stuff here. That's actually pretty cool. It's a nice creative idea here. It used the game's creative mechanics to build this here. The cannons and stuff here, iron disruptors and so on. So I'm going to start a new game, then we are looking at it. I played into the demo a little bit, and then I'm going to introduce you to the game. I'm going to tell what I've learned, and I am going to share my two ships, and we are going to fight a battle because I snuck up on some pirates, and I think that is probably the climax of the demo. So if you take a new game, begin a new game, you have two options. Creative, you can just design a ship with unlimited credits. This is a lie though, all blueprints are not unlocked because in the demo you only have basic weapons, but some quite cool stuff. Career, build, fight and scavenge to become a legendary Cosmoteer while exploring a galaxy. Let's do this. So we can choose different combat difficulties, economic difficulties, normal resource drop rates. What's this here? Builder, enemy resource drop rates increased by 100%, money rewards increased by 100%, fame, reputation rewards increased by 50. Okay. Architect is normal, star right, enemy resource drop rates reduced by 50%, money rewards reduced by 50%, fame, reputation rewards reduced by 25%. Well, I mean, the game comes down to the fact that bigger is better and bigger packs more punch. Which means that with the small ship you have no chance against bigger targets. Model L, we can choose. The Model L is highly maneuverable and sports 3 laser blasters that are effective at destroying enemy subsystems. It lacks any significant defenses. I started with this one here. Model C, the Model C is slow and well armored with two cannons that are inaccurate but can penetrate into enemy ships. So they have a little bit more punch there. The two cannons. This guy has more armor here, as we can see there, but no shields or anything. Model S, the Model S trades speed and offensive firepower for a defensive shield generator that can block incoming enemy fire. Well, as always, it is the question. Are you rather quick and you're not getting hit? You are slow and clumsy but well armored, so you don't care too much if you're getting hit. Or you have a shield. But the shield's actually taking up a lot of energy. Oh, and then there's Model M. The Model M eschews traditional weapons in favor of a mining laser here. That's this one here. That is effective at extracting resources from asteroids and debris while still being a capable armament versus enemy ships. Yeah, I came to like the mining laser indeed. And it also sits on top of the ship, by the way, and it does need to be in the front, so that's actually not so bad. Maybe we start with that one. Yeah, the others are. Yeah, let's take this one. So I started with this one here. I started with this one, and it has 3 lasers. I felt that it was actually rather easy with this one. Model M. Let's take this one. It's probably even easier because this mining laser also packs quite a punch. So starting a new game. So the game works on seeds. And we have the opportunity to decrease and increase the gaming speed. Pause whenever we want. We can also increase speed up to 8. We have a view inside of the ship. We can also look at it from outside. It's pretty nice. And I think probably the strongest point of this game is that you can be super creative here. I mean, okay, the graphics, they look nice, but they are quite basic, of course. And you can do really a lot. Here we can directly start building if we had any resources here, which is steel, copper wire, or like coils. So copper, hyper coils, tri-steel, diamonds, processors, and enriched uranium. That's at least the basic stuff. So here we can see some things where we are missing the blueprints, and this one here is not in the demo. Heavy laser blaster. We are going to look at that stuff later on. Missing part blueprints. Here, this is the basic cannon. Missing parts blueprints, large cannon. They combine, so to speak, two small cannons, and this one here, the deck cannon, is also sitting on top of the ship, as we can see here, like with the mining laser. That is sitting there, as we can see here on top of the ship, right? So I feel that's actually quite an advantage, because then you can have a lot of armor all around. That's actually not so bad. And by the way, what kind of damage does this thing do? A pair of roof-mounted precision laser beams that can quickly extract resources from even the toughest asteroids. Well, your crew needs to pick them up. So they are coming out of an airlock hatch. A hatch which allows crew to enter and exit the ship, which is actually kind of cool. And they need to pick the resources up that the laser has extracted. Also effective at salvaging ships, and in a pinch can be used as a short-range weapon. So let's see, double mining beams. Damage versus enemies is 1000 per second. Yeah, I feel it actually chews pretty nicely through, but it takes a while to get through armor here, of course. So, and if we look at the inner view here, so this here is armor, basic armor. So this tri-steel will probably be something better, but it's forbidden to look at it in the demo. So, and here we've got the command center for the laser. So one person needs to operate it. And then every ship always needs a cockpit. And we can see here, the game works with command points and cockpits. Like this one here. Provide these. And there are also others. Control rooms, bigger ones here. This one, provides 1000. Yeah, that's much better. But I guess it's like probably a huge thing here also. Large thrusters, this is a huge thruster. Boost thrusters, yeah, so we can see them here. We have a number of different thrusters around. So obviously, and it's a good thing if your ship is maneuverable. So you can fly around easily enough. So let's do that. Oh, and this guy, this is super sluggish. Oh no, it's also because we've got 1/3. So let's have 1/8 of the time. Let's have the normal time. So yeah, here we can see. So we are rather maneuverable. This guy even has a thruster in the front. Okay, that's quite an interesting concept. Yeah, that's fun. So I've also felt that the planets are pretty nicely designed here. Looks pretty cool. So we can zoom out, then we can see the whole star system here. And I came to like the planets a lot. I mean, I really like planets anyway, as you can see on X3 Terran Conflict, for example, where I'm regularly admiring them. But I do like the graphics here. So, and then there is a universe map or galaxy map, and this is where you can fly around apparently. So this here seems to be a beginners area, so danger level is 1 to 3, and we can see down here, back there, it is getting quite dangerous here. All of that is not in the demo. Oh, nothing is in the demo actually. We cannot leave the star system, huh? Yeah, that's good to know. I'm still trying. I'm going to try, but for that I'm going to load my other save game. So, and we can see there's a fog of war, so we have not explored too much right now. We can hail people, like there's a space station here. Let's fly there. Our guys are running around, so they are picking up energy coils or something, and they are bringing these to all devices. So this game does not know the concept of having electricity lines directly from a reactor, and they are just picking up plasma batteries. So this reactor produces plasma batteries, and that's why you need people who will run around your ship and bring them to the station. We can actually, you can also, with shift, we can run around. Let's look at our guy. So there we can see he's picking up one of these plasma batteries because the thrusters are using them up. And they need to replace them. Yeah, as we can see here. Oh, we're already around. Okay, good. Then let's do it again. I just want to demonstrate that. So let's look at them. And also I want to see if these little ones are they actually... Could it be that the little ones are not even using the plasma batteries? No, he put one in there. Yeah, okay, no, they are using that. Okay. So, but these little ones, they of course are only really effective with smaller light ships. So, and you can go into the building modus, and here you can click here, and then you can see this ship has a mass of 93 tons. So, and these little thrusters, the medium thruster, and these little maneuver, the small thrusters, the maneuvering thrusters, they are quite sufficient to accelerate this guy here quite nicely, and he's already around. Okay, let's see what is actually our maximum speed here. So we have 50, 60, 70, 77, 77 meters per second. Okay, so that's also, it's not super fast, I guess, because this is after all just a mining ship. But yeah, so let's fly there, and we can increase the speed. So there, and then you can hail stations where this button comes. Le de Doloro station, hailing them, and they have a lot of bounties and other stuff. So, and that's literally the game, in addition to what we've seen, or what we are going to see in just a moment. Yeah, so they've got generic missions, so there doesn't seem to be any form of storyline or so. I think the game aims mostly at people enjoying to build their ship, being creative there, grabbing stuff, because every ship that you mess up leaves behind something. So let's do one mission here, like the one beginner mission. So we don't have anything. We have 5,050 credits there. We can also trade something, but this is just regular resources. So you cannot buy any equipment, but you can buy blueprints here. You can unlock laser blasters, for example, for 1,000, and I think we should do that. Unlocking that, then they have ion disruptors, heavy laser blasters. I'm not going to read everything. You can do that for yourself if you like. Ion beam emitters and ion beam prison. So, and this seems to be everything that the game has so far, which is not a lot, actually. That's not a lot. Then they've got standard cannons, a large cannon, the stack cannon that we had a look at already, and in this demo you can also unlock the high explosive missiles. We are going to see that with my big ship. EMP missiles, tactical nuclear missile, proximity mines, rail guns, chain gun, and a flak array. All of that is not in the demo. None of that is in the demo. For defensive stuff, we have flak arrays, small shield generators, large shield generators. Small hyperdrives, this is the flight stuff. Medium hyperdrive, large hyperdrive, control room, bridge, large thrusters, huge thrusters, boost thrusters, a variant of the large thruster that can inject raw plasma directly into its combustors for powerful but short-lived boosts. Well, that's good to flee, I guess. Power cannot be delivered while boosting. Due to the radiation inside of the room, Modular rocket thruster, a variable length modular thruster that can accelerate ships up to very high speeds but takes a long time to ramp up to its full power, making it ineffective at maneuvering. Engine room increases the thrust and power usage of adjacent thrusters by 50% or cool. Also acts as a central delivery point for adjacent thrusters to which crew can deliver. But it's only for adjacent thrusters. You could build therefore one here and then one there, with the additional risk that if someone shoots the ship from behind, they are messing up your engine room immediately. We shall see how that goes. Moving walkway. I feel this is pretty nice. Allows crew to travel faster but only in one direction. Medium reactor core, large reactor core is something we could unlock. Cannon ammo. So the cool thing is your ship, especially if you have a big one, can actually produce its own ammo with an on-board factory. We are thinking of Battlestar Galactica, right? They also had that. High explosive missile factory, EMP missile factory, mine factory, the steel smelter, coil factory, hyper coil factory, tree steel smelter. So this here seems to be the next tier of steel. Diamond smelter manufactures diamonds which are used to construct some advanced ship parts. Consumes carbon. Ah, that's carbon. So you find carbon on satellite, on asteroids, by the way. Processor fabricator manufactures processors which are used to construct some advanced ship parts. Uranium enricher enriches uranium which is needed to construct reactors and other advanced ship parts. But the reactors themselves, the ones that we just saw on our ship, they don't need any fuel. But if you build it, then you need to have a certain number of these unenriched uraniums or uranium units. Gains 25% production speed for each adjacent factory of any type. Nuclear missile factory. Okay. So I do like the general idea behind this one. Then we've got a manipulator beam emitter. That's pretty good. It's some form of tractor beam where you can easily boost out your flying crew, your astronauts, or you can collect resources. So. And then the manipulator beam, this is the same one. So it's kind of, some categories have the same stuff here. Tractor beam emitter would be a better one there, where you can also push around large objects. Sensor array, this would be a good thing to have because the sensor range is actually not super high. Hyperdrive beacon, ships with hyperdrives can jump to ships with hyperdrive beacons. Oh yeah, that would be good. We'll see in just a moment why this would be good, because I built a factory ship as a second ship. And you can also put some explosive charges onto your ship for deliberately splitting ships into multiple pieces. That's interesting. So you could also build your ship in a way that you are exploding off some stuff for pirates, for example, so they don't kill you, but they rather get your things. Yeah, I mean, what they want is your cargo, of course, and some loot. They don't necessarily want to kill you. So here, and then we can see this here is our cockpit. Every ship needs the cockpit, as I explained here, to generate the command points. And then you've got the crew. There's a cap, unfortunately, in the demo. And they say, okay, well, 6 people would be a good thing, and this crew has already 6. That's also a good thing. So this here is the small reactor core where they get the plasma batteries out of. Okay, and then power output. That's really only counted evidently in terms of the plasma batteries that can be produced here. You still need the people to carry them around. So that's the basic concept. Yeah. And then let's look at the intro of this game, because now we've seen the basics. Then we can see some really great stuff in action. Like this here is of course only the beginners area, so let's fly here and have a look at this. What is this? A small point defense platform. So they have some point defense systems. Oh, but that's it, huh? Only point defense, okay. Against missiles. Do they have something else here? What is this? Small laser platform, yeah. And this one has laser blasters, okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, you know what? No, let's do it like this. Before we look at the advanced stuff, let's take one bounty here. A fugitive Lux class vessel is wanted for illegal activities. Let's accept that. New mission. And then we can zoom out. And here we have a target area fugitive bounty. We can fly over there. Let's increase speed. We can see there, there someone came around. The last light year. That's kind of a cool ship. However, I don't know how they did this, but I think like you can actually here build new ship. You can build one from scratch. Let's do this. Left click, so then it's like right in space, and then you can put something here. I mean, we don't have anything, so we cannot put it, obviously, right? But as you can see, this here, this is the biggest size of your ship. And there you can see how small this one is, by the way. Yeah. And then you can also, in just a moment, when we're looking at my save game, see how big mine is already. But it's certainly not the maximum. What I find a bit sad is that if you want to really have the maximum, then you will build a cube over here, a Borg cube, so to speak. That's a bit sad. I think this should have been more an open thing, and maybe more a thing that the thrusters could not transport it or so. I think this would have been a better idea, probably, to limit the size, yeah, or something like that, some form of game mechanic. But I do like the general freedom that you have. So let's fly over there. And by the way, there are also unknown signals usually. Let's fly there. Let's fly there and have a look before we go to the guy. Oh, and there is something special here. Carbon asteroid. Okay, so and we can mine that. Let's go here. And we do have some space, so that's actually pretty cool. And then we can click here, gather, salvage, and mine resources, and we can mine everything in principle. And here, this is our laser. There we can see the laser on top of our ship. Because as we can see, some of the resources our astronauts can pick up with their little lasers on their suits. But not all of these resources can be mined like this. For that you need this mining laser. There's just that item. And then people can collect this, and we just learned that you can cook up some diamonds from carbon. And you need diamonds for advanced gear. For example, for these red iron beams, the red ones. You'll see one of those as well. I built them into my big ship as well. Or like, no, it's not a big ship, but well, in comparison, it's rather big. In comparison with this one. Oh, don't shoot your own guys. Oh well, they don't care. They don't care about the beam. Yeah, so we can see it. So, and I'm increasing speed now, and that's the thing. So, I read that the game has actually, or will have some problems probably in higher sizes of ships, because your men or your crew is actually completely simulated. So, and you can imagine that 100 people running around will probably be a problem for some computers. Oh, and by the way, hailed by Lux. Who's Lux? Lux is an enemy. Hail back. You are outmatched. Surrender now and pay us 4,000 or die. Never. Never. Okay, here. Emergency recall crew. Come on, guys. And now we need to reduce speed. Come on, guys. Oh, the guy is shooting at us. Oh, God. Turn around. And then our mining laser is already shooting. Where is he? Ah, here. Fugitive bounty. Oh, this is a Lux. Okay. Or Lux. That's a cool ship, by the way. So he's got something there. What is that? That's a cockpit. Okay. Small hyperdrive. That's a small reactor core. He's got a laser blaster and another laser blaster. His small reactor core is in the front though. So let's smelt that. He's shooting through our armor. Yeah, pretty badly. However, we are smelting his reactor core and bam! We won. He messed up our stuff, but that's actually not a big problem, as we are going to see in just a moment. So, if you're destroying the reactors or the cockpit, the enemy is done for. So now we can fly here, and now we are... Well, we cannot repair anything, so we are salvaging everything, like so. And here we can see, and we can fly here. And then our guys, so here with the laser we are taking the ship apart. So we cannot just use the compartments, like even if something is undamaged or so, we are always cutting it apart. With this mining laser, everything is much quicker though, so that's the good thing, the good news. Oh yeah, we got a hit back there, huh? So now we are collecting the stuff, the loot. We love loot, of course, right? Hyperium, this is the stuff that we need for the jump drives. Coils and metal, steel, so to speak. That's the stuff. And let's have a look at our manage resources. So here we see our ship while our guys are still active. We could hit pause, of course. So here, this is the stuff. Yeah, that's not so bad. It piles up nicely. And they seem to have some problems with the oxygen. That's the last part. Good. That's the last thing here. Very good. So, let's look here again. So this is what we found. 38 coils, 62 plates of steel. And, well, we gathered the carbon ourselves and got some enriched uranium and hyperium. We don't have a jump drive, of course. So now, we need to repair. We can repair everything for 28. We should do that for our ship. And we have some stuff left. And now we can just, by floating in space, we can actually start building our ship. So we got the blueprint for the laser blaster. Our ship is actually built in a way that is not ideal. So we are, but it works pretty nicely. We can just keep them running. We have them running. So with the delete tool, we can actually get all the resources back. I'm not entirely certain if you have to pay something for this, but it appears they are rather efficient, because this is the small thruster here. This one, small thruster for 8.3, right? And here it says we are getting 8.4 back, which is for the door as well. So the door costs 1 copper wire as well. So let's take this one apart. We are taking off the thruster, so we have some space here. And then we can invest our things into some stuff. So, and actually let's take apart these thrusters here as well, like this, because that makes things much easier. So, and then we are putting the lasers here. So one laser here. One laser costs 32 steel and 13 copper. Well, let's have 2 of them. It's a bit dangerous in terms of resources, but it should be okay. And then we can put some thrusters back on this one. The 3-way thrusters like this. 16, 12. One here. And then these thrusters here. Yeah, we can actually... No, we can only afford 1. Okay. But that's fine. Then we have 1 there. It's space, so we don't have to do everything in a symmetric way. And I personally like asymmetric ships as well. A lot, actually. And for now, with the loot and everything, like this... Our guys, yeah, they are finished with building. Now our ship looks like this. Oh, it was actually asymmetric. We had a 2 armor structure there, okay. Well, let's build another one. It's a bit safer with more armor. Let's put 1 here for 6. For 6 steel. So, and as we can see, just 1 job and shooting down 1 ship gives us so many resources that we can really rebuild our ship pretty nicely here. And that's pretty awesome. And that's the game concept. The idea is, most likely as I understand it, let's fly back there. There we are flying. So the idea is that, well, you are probably not caring too much about your ship being blown up, as long as you are winning. And then you can also see if your ship has weaknesses. Yeah? And that's not so bad, actually, as a concept. And you can be super creative. So then we are here, we are hailing the station again. Lede Doloro, there, and then we are cashing in. So hey, fugitive bounty. We destroyed this, the guy, this logs. And now we're getting the money. And we are also gaining fame. Receiving payment. And with higher fame, more people would actually come on board. I mean, we don't have more space now. We have the beds. And for those we would need to... Oh, by the way, we need to repair something. Now that we are here at the station, we can also buy some stuff. It automatically buys the resources that we need, which is why it says that we have to pay 25 bucks, 25 credits for the repairs. It's this one here. Oh, they didn't finish the job, by the way. I was a bit too impatient there. Yeah, and by the way, they don't need to run around so quickly. Let's repair it all. And then they are automatically buying stuff and there. Hitting pause. So as we can see, there's a drone or something. Oh no, it's an astronaut. An astronaut is coming with the things that we have just bought. And he even did a job, okay? The guy even did the job. That's very convenient. We're hailing again. So we can buy things as well. Yeah, this is what we could do here. We could buy the resources. I mean, there's no reason to buy this stuff here until you probably have a factory in your ship. Or you need to bring it to another station. So they have sometimes the mission type, for example this here, procurement. This is recurring. They want titanium, you can mine this, and uranium. Yeah, from this also from asteroids. And there's a timer on these ones usually. Not on those fugitive bounties though. So, and yeah, that's the concept. You need some fame for more people on your ship, so that's actually the limiting factor. And for the demo, the fame that you can acquire is also reduced, so the maximum is 44 crew. And that's the thing. So, and then we could actually grind the game, so to speak, to get all these blueprints unlocked, and then we can build a big ship. And we've seen everything now. So, and then let's have a look at some advanced ships in the trailer. So this is the trailer that shows off some late game scenes, which are really cool. Well, let's have a look. And what I really like is that, and what other people love, of course, is that you as a player can be super creative here. And that's certainly a very, very nice thing about this game. Galaxy. To my knowledge, there's no storytelling now, but you are, so to speak, creating your own story. Apparently lots of cool ships. I'm not entirely certain, but it could be that the player ships are also. And I guess it's more about exploring the galaxy and find stuff, but I would think that actually one main feature of this game is the highest potential here, I guess, especially as there's only this sandbox mode. So, and I felt that is actually pretty cool, right? Like super cool stuff that is possible, especially with these red iron cannons. So, and now we can just load a game. Loading. So, let's look at my first game. This is my first ship that I built out of the starting one, the one with the 3 lasers. And this here, this is the same area here. And these guys shot up the ship a little bit. And I tried something here. As you can see, the ship is actually a bit asymmetric because I hit this. So this save game is before some changes. So this is how I built it. As we can see here, I did build these. So I got, I think I got nearly all blueprints. We've got the bigger cannon here, the large cannon. And I built these moving walkways for the guys to be a little bit quicker. Yeah. And I had planned to build 2 wings here to the left and to the right side to fire some missiles here with the missile launcher. But then I ran into the cap, and here we see it. Yeah. While we only have 17 operator seats, it's already too much for them. So we've got 44 guys on the ship, and how I build it, it's actually not working too well. Although we, by the way, what is the tonnage? 1,200 tons. It looks pretty big, doesn't it? So this here is the maximum size, as we saw it before, that you could use by building a new ship there. Yeah, it was here, this one. Building a new ship from scratch. Yeah. So I would call this one a little bit a medium ship. So, but it's actually still rather light considering the size, which is because probably it's because I did not use too much armor here, only 1 layer of armor, and it doesn't take too long to shoot through this one here, by the way. But it worked reasonably okay. However, and by the way, let's fly around with it a bit, so we can see the difference. And by the way, let's do some waypoints. So with shift, turning around like so. So in theory and principle, you could actually outmaneuver another ship that is way slower. But as we can see here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these big thrusters plus 2 more over here. There. And then he's adapting into this position. Not sure why he overshot there, but now he's actually coming here again, coming to stop, flying around like so. And let's look here from the inside, so what they are doing. So the thing is, as we can see here, it tells us nearest power is kind of, it's a problem. This one here is nicely and close, it's nicely positioned, very close to the source of these plasma batteries. This one is also good. This one is already yellow, takes a medium amount of time. Yeah, so I wanted to check it in a way that it doesn't take too long. This one here is bad though. It takes too long for this one here, the large thruster. Even with these moving walkways here. So, and I think we can do something funny now. So this here is, so to speak, the final boss probably. So that is what is actually, let's look at our missions. Pirate Hunter, defeat roving pirates. Ah no, oh no, here this is actually, this is not even the job. Oh, this is something else. Yeah, excellent. I didn't even plan this. So this is a big megaroid, but we can't mine it. I think there's nothing here, right? No, there's nothing, it's just in the way. Oh, there's someone is coming. There's a small ship here that is shooting at us, a bottom feeder. Well, let's shoot him. So we don't have any big lasers or so, but we have a lot of shields. And, well... Let's turn around, shall we? So we can see the mining lasers shooting back. Our guys are not the smartest ones, as we can see. Only the mining laser that can rotate. Come on. Try like this, shoot him down. And one guy is shooting from behind. Ah yeah, there we destroyed him already. I didn't want it like this though. We can't see anything. But let's draw him away a little bit. So this here is a Picadillo. This guy has, by clicking Alt, you get the information. He's got one disruptor and one laser blaster. Pretty tight little ship here. With the cruise bunk back there and there. So this guy doesn't have any armor except for, yeah, only this armor. The armor wedge here. Corridor. Yeah, okay, they did this, you know, to have a nice picture. So let's turn around. So he's shooting us from behind. We are shrugging it off at this point. And now we are hitting him. So let's use the half speed. So now we are hitting him. Let's shoot up his reactor there. So now we are looking at our guys. So these are our... So let me increase the volume a little bit. These here are the large cannons, as I said, as I pointed out before. So let's have a look. So we've been messed up a bit, and we've got quite some resources here in our cargo holds. So here we are shooting. I'm stopping the pause. So this is our laser, and then we are shooting through, and as we can see, he's melting through this one. Lasers are shooting the reactor, and then he's blowing up, and it looks pretty good, right? So, nice graphics actually. And then we fly here with our contraption. That's the hardball. And then our guys can collect everything. So, and this is here. As we can see, our laser is taking apart any parts of the ship, like this one here, and it's actually just, so to speak, ripping it apart. And then we are collecting everything, and I'm increasing speed to the maximum of 8. There you go. So now looking inside, repair everything. Doesn't cost too much. Let's do it. And then we're going to attack them, and I'm rather certain that they will blow us up here. So here, it's another base. Oh yeah, that's cool. Well, let's attack the base. But I still think that this one is actually shooting us. we are there. Well, oh, sorry, that was at speed 8. And by the way, we've been hit again. Oh, something hit. Yeah. I mean, now it would be smart. It would actually be smart. Yeah, these are big guns there. Oh, yeah, and a pirate. So it is indeed a pirate station. Of course, it would be smart to fall back. So let's do this. Oh yeah, they shot off some of our armor here. The cool thing is, if something is in the way, then you are indeed... It can be hit as well if it's in the way. So here, very good. We are actually at range. So the guns have a medium range, a smaller range than the laser, and that's actually awesome. I didn't know that, by the way. Now we can just sit here and look at our laser guns. Looking from the inside, so how they are actually shooting up the station now at long range. Yeah, pretty nice. They can't do anything. They don't have any more ships. We're just wearing them down now. It's of course not very honorable. So, and the thing is, you would probably want to have either very strong shields, like, and also you can put the shields into the inner areas of the ship, because the shield bubble extends around it. That's actually a good thing. So it doesn't need to be in the front here, which is a good thing to have for weapons as well. Yeah, so these little beginner ships that don't have shields can be blown up pretty quickly here. So let's fly in, or not like this, but there. Oh yeah, and here by the way, this here, yeah, let's shoot at the reactor, the small reactor core. And there. Oh, it's still active. Oh, it's not active. We are shooting at the other guy there. So then let's shoot at the small laser platform. Oh, he shot through us. Oh, he hit something. Okay, and that's our ship now. So this is where we would want to retreat. We can't. So we are in crisis now. Our guys need to repair something. Repair everything. But now we are being ripped apart. Okay, and that's, I mean, it was inevitable, of course, and flying in like this was, of course, super stupid. What you would do in such a situation is obviously to come around and destroy the platforms first. Two small laser platforms, a small cannon platform. That's even the standard cannon. So, and we had the big one. We have this one here. The large cannon. Okay then, so that's how it works. Yeah. We're being messed up here. And now let's look at let's look at the ship after I rebuilt it. Because I wasn't aware that you could actually hit any cap or so. So here, and this is the new ship that I built, and I'm rather proud of her. So this here, and we can see I made extensive usage of these moving walkways, so the guys could come in quickly, and we even have only 43 guys because my second ship is a factory ship. Let's first look at that, zooming out here. So this is a different pirate station. This is the Piuchino base. The other one is here. This is the one over here. I was there already, and I shot down some ships, but retreated rather, because it also wasn't part of a job. So this here, clicking. This is the factory ship that I built. Just a very basic ship, of course. From the outside, she looks like this. Very, very basic. Some thrusters, and there's only one crew here. Because we can only have 44 in the demo. We've got the mining laser. I had thought that that I could use this ship also for mining purposes, but it appears that if the ship doesn't have any crew, then people are salvaging it or something, or it gets stolen or something, or maybe it drifts off into the sun or so. But I already built one, and that was actually destroyed somehow. I lost it. I don't know where it went. So I built the coil factory that produces these coils here, this resource out of copper that you get in the asteroids. High explosive missile factory, the ammunition for the missile launcher. Cannon ammo factory. Both of them use sulfur and iron as resources. Then we've got the steel smelter that produces steel plates, these ones here. So the basic building material for the ships out of iron, which is this here, that we also get out of asteroids. And that's it. These three here. And yeah, or like the 4 factories. That's everything that we can have in the demo. So, and yeah, there's nothing else to say about this here. Then let's look here at our real ship. And by the way, after we heard the music, let's turn that off, because I can barely hear myself. So, and now let's explain, or I'll explain the ship. From the outside, she looks like so. You can even write something, yeah, and put symbols and everything. So it's pretty nice. Here we've got layers, 3 different layers of different stuff. Yeah, we can put some forms and symbols and other stuff over here. It's pretty nice. I like it. I do like it. And then this here it's just the same, but for 3 different also colors that you could choose. And the base paint, there you can choose between, oh, what's water, by the way? Oh, yeah. Wood 2, snow, yeah, okay, well, barely discernible. This here is metal. Yeah. Lava. I mean, I did like this one here, this one, ceramic. And then there are different camo styles, and you could of course make it green or whatever. Or this desert or something cracked. Ceramic. I like ceramic. So, and then here, the building models. So as we can see, point defense is important to intercept missiles. So I've got, I don't have such a good offense. But I think like with 2 big cannons here that the guys are operating here, with 2 big cannons, 2 laser blasters in the front, 2 of these disruptors that fire electrical energy that deals little damage but can short circuit enemy systems, causing them to lose power. I felt that is actually probably already enough, and then we should rather not get any damage. And I built these spikes here because from an angle there, there's quite a good chance I feel that these spikes here are being hit rather than anything else, rather than the weapons in here. Yeah, I mean, of course, it's reducing the angle in which they can shoot, which is not good. But I felt that this was worth it. And I built a number of shield generators here. We can only have the small ones in the demo. And I built these here, the ion beam emitters. So, and due to the fact that the crew is already overwhelmed with their responsibility, the game suggests for this ship here to have 115 people. And we will see soon why this is actually a good recommendation, because we can actually only attack and then we have to withdraw. because if we fly around and so on, our people are overwhelmed. As we can see, I built a lot of reactors with these power capacitors where we can store the plasma batteries so people can pick them up quickly. I mean, in principle, it kind of doesn't make too much sense to have them directly beside the small reactor cores, right? Like in principle, you could probably put the reactors in a central position and then have these power capacitors somewhere, you know, where they are being refilled. But I felt this was actually not such a bad thing here. But it's actually not super effective, of course, not super efficient. So we are also not super slow, but here this ship, and by the way, we can see it is only slightly bigger than the one that I built before, but has way more armor, which adds up to more than 2,000 tons mass now. So here we are. That's the thing. And we need the command points for all these ship systems, the weapons. And by the way, the special thing is this ion beam emitter, and we saw that in the demo with lots of these diamonds here, these ion beam prisms that can actually, if you combine them, it adds up. Yeah, I mean, it loses a little bit in percentage, but you can actually create a pretty cool beam, and you don't want to be in the open, of course. Yeah, which is why I built it here. It's not a super good system. It would be good to have a shield here as well. But I don't have the personnel with 43 guys to manage this. So, which is why I didn't build the shield there. But we have shields all around in case I need to maneuver. We have one missile launch on the right side. Then this here, the two beam emitters that are combining their beam in here on our left side, on our left wing. We have two laser blasters on the sides, one left, one right, and another point defense system there, and one point defense system on the right side. So our right side is, so to speak, a little bit better protected in terms of anti-missile fire on the left side. However, I felt with all the armor here, it's also okay. So, and this is how she looks from the top. So, yeah. And actually, otherwise, there's not much to say. So we've got the mining laser and everything that I've described we have on the ship, except for the small cannons. So if we were to put it here, yeah, it's just a smaller one. Yeah. We could have it, but we don't have the personnel to really use them. I would love these deck cannons though, but it's good enough. So, and that's our situation. And I think the main strategy is, of course, to think about the people being effective in bringing the plasma batteries around. And then, of course, you need some people to operate the systems. And that's it. That's the game. Let's fly forward. And then we shall see. So there is, what is this here? That is a laser, a small laser platform. Okay. The laser, so I was hiding behind this megaroid here. The laser has a long range. Let's actually come from behind. So, and by the way, we can see how slow this one is actually turning around. Takes a while. And our people are already depleting the power capacitors. And by the way, I think the power capacitors are also probably not as dangerous as the reactor, like the reactor core if it explodes. Which is why I put the armor all around those systems that are actually most in danger, except here. But I thought with this bump here, yeah, you know, the angle is it's hard to hit. I would think it's hard to hit in here and hit the reactor. But it's certainly a risk, so, yeah. It's certainly a risk, but I couldn't make the ship too big as well. So, but I feel they are rather effective like this with these walking. Oh, autosave with the moving walkways. So, and now let's fly around like here. And we're sneaking up like so. Oh yeah, here. Oh yeah, that was actually our beam already. The beam. Oh yeah, very good. And you took this one out. Very good. Can you hit this one? And everyone else. So this is a bad feature, by the way. I can't really select the ship only by clicking here. Yeah, often it's kind of annoying. Yeah. I'm not buying it right now because it's an early access. Oh, by the way, yeah, we could also actually just shoot through. Let's shoot the reactor core. Ah, yeah, we are firing missiles, as we can see here. So this here, that's the cool thing. So this is here the I'm reducing the speed so we can look at it a little bit longer. So there are these ion beam emitters. They are firing into the prism, which uses a diamond, and this combines. So this one has now roughly twice the power. So I think every time it loses a little bit of power. But this way you can control the beam. So this is, I don't know about the numbers in the game, but it's not 100, like now it's not 200%, but close to 200. And it looks awesome. And also I like the sound. You like this? Let's look there. Oh, it's already blown up. Oh no, it's not blown up. Or is it? Here. We are close. Small reactor core. Bam. Slow motion, 1/8 of the time. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like the graphics. Pretty nice. Blew that one up. Very good. And now we are coming around. But let's look into our ship. So, and our energy is actually okay-ish. But we can see, like, just shooting this one here for a few seconds. Depleted maybe something like 1/3, nearly 1/3 of our energy down here. Yeah. Which is why this ship needs to catch its breath. Oh, there's a missile coming. Oh, what was that? Something flew in, but I think it hit the debris. And this here is another small laser platform. It's literally the same one, and this here is the pirate base with the pirate sign on it. Yeah, and by the way, we could also put some sign here on our ship. Maybe I should do this. Let me choose one. But you cannot change the size, I think. Mirror mode. Here are the slightly more sophisticated symbols. Here, there we have the two pirate skulls. Yeah, and I mean, these here, they are the factions. Oh, and by the way, it's good that we are talking about that. Let's put the yin and yang over here. Behind hardball, like that. Although it's supposed to be like this, right? There. That's nice. So, right. And let's actually look at is it the career log? Yeah, here. So there are factions, but I mean, like, I don't think the game sports a real political situation or anything. It's more an excuse so you get these missions, the generic missions, which is possibly a thing that would reduce long-term motivation for some players. But I think, like, the main motivation is here probably simply to very nicely. Build your ship. Collect loot. No, no, no. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Don't turn around like this. Yeah, we are a bit sluggish here, but we could not afford more thrusters. So now the thing is to slowly advance with this one here. So our energy is still depleted because we are using the thrusters here. The only way I can pull this off with this ship is actually, and with this limited crew, is to slowly sneak up like this and then shoot them from the highest energy. Have we depleted? Have we? Yeah, everything is good, right? So if the thrusters are not burning, then they're not using up any energy. So that's the good news, and of course the weapons as well. This here is kind of annoying. This one always goes back. Oh. So he's short always when I'm on high time, huh? So can you actually... Oh! No, we want to destroy this guy here. Always when I want to show something. Here. And if I click on it, then it's also selecting the thing that is here. So that's not a good feature. You have to click here. Oh, that's too far, huh? Then we are turning the whole ship around. What are you actually... Oh, he's shooting there, okay. And now this is the... Yep, this is the laser. Okay, now we need to fire at this guy. Let's fire everything. If I didn't want to demonstrate something, so here, this is pretty cool. But we are not very accurate here. Come on, guys, why are you shooting so badly? So, oh, and the missile also missed. The only good news is that here, so our big guns, and by the way, let's look at the big guns shooting here. That's actually pretty cool. At 1/4 the speed. And the laser guns are hitting our shields there. So we've got double shield here, and one here, and another one here. So overlapping shields. Oh, and it's already destroyed. Very good. Very good. Oh, but this guy is shooting, so let's retreat. Let's retreat a bit. Slowly back before our shields go down. Turning around. Yep, these shields are nearly depleted there. And we're very, very slowly here, only with these thrusters there. We are already out of missiles here for some reason, which I don't know. Maybe it's using up too much energy or so, and we can see our thrusters are using up the energy here. People are running. And this is the laser from there, okay? And we are messing up this cannon there. But we're not doing too much damage there. Shields are nearly down. We need to retreat further back. The good thing is they don't have any more ships, so I already destroyed them. So they were like 4 ships or so. But let's look at our gun. So now they are all out of people, and I don't know. Yeah, here this one is still manned. That's good. And now they're also running away. Okay, we need to fall back further. Something is hitting us. What is this? It's just laser. Our point defense is shooting at the laser shot. Oh, nice. We shot up one part. Okay, good. Oh, there's a person. The guy is trying to repair something, I guess. So we are out of range now, apparently. So let's repair everything. Not much happened. Just some hits here on our armor. That's the good thing. Let's increase speed. Because our guys need to put in the energy. So now we have to wait a little bit, but that was good. So, oh no, he's still shooting. Crap. Then we need to fall back a little bit more. Oh, we are also shooting. The laser has a very long range. That's actually pretty good. Where's the laser? Ah, yeah. Oh, now we are actually doing the same thing that I had this situation in before. I kind of don't want that, but well, on the other hand, it would be quite convenient, right? So what's our situation with the shields? All shields have full energy. Everyone is good. Okay, then we can actually advance again. So let's fly forward. This one is already pretty messed up. There, very good. Now I'm doing normal speed. And he's done, right? Good. Now, however, two of these guys all at once. It would be wise to fall back, of course. There. What I like is that the impact of ballistic weapons is pretty cool. Here. Oh, we actually advance quite a lot. So, turn around. So we are shooting here with our lasers on the right side, which gave our frontal shields some time to... Oh no, that's actually not... Sorry, we are doing it like this. Here, this is how it works. Gave our guys some time. Oh, and now the front is again completely out of energy, huh? Yeah, and now we are in trouble. And now I don't know what happens. As we can see, the energy is completely depleted, but I guess I could actually... Here, let's select everything here. And we're switching off all our thrusters and all the shields in the back. And this will... Yeah, they are shooting us. Is anybody doing something? They left their posts to do something. No one really knows what they did, but here you can also... Well, my idea was that he can actually shoot in this angle or so. Oh, he's already... No. Ah! Oh, they did the job already. Okay. I didn't notice. That was our mining laser. Okay, well, we won. And now we have destroyed the pirate base that was actually a danger level 6. And we can actually salvage everything. Is there anything good here? So if we mouse over it, it tells us what we have, what we get, but it's just metal, so steel and the copper. Let's look here. There's some uranium over there. Here also uranium. Also uranium, it's not super lucrative. And here also only metal and stuff. Okay, well, oh, our guys are actually collecting. So let's do it. Let's do it then. And we are also repairing. But it was just here. Yeah, okay. Repair everything for 25. So I built a very safe ship, I would think, considering the situation that we are in here by being forced to fight with one arm down on behind our back, and then they come. Our laser is actually taking apart the station there. So, and this is the game. It's only getting a bit more spectacular, but that's it actually. And I do feel it has potential, but I also think that the long-term motivation beyond building your ship and having fun with friends without a storyline or anything would be probably not so super good. But let's see what happens now. So we are collecting stuff. And the storage is filling up now. We've got some iron there. They also have some iron. We've got lots of steel and coils. But it's not spectacular. And, well, I mean, the game is about building, of course, right? So you are not looting any equipment or anything. I think it would be a good thing if there was some special equipment or so that you could only get by maybe fighting someone or so. But as far as I see it, you are just getting the stuff that we've seen. So, and by the way, we can actually turn on this one again so we can fly away. And our guys are giving, and I'm increasing speed now. And they're done. And then, what's our situation here? Everything is full, huh? Or nearly full. Can we take this one apart? Yeah. Oh, there are some processors now. And we just took the processors, okay. I can see one here as well. Here, and we can see our tractor beam is pulling in that stuff. There was a processor here. But it was so quick now. Yeah, it's fine. So, and that's now we cannot select anything else because our storage is full, as it says there. Okay. So now let's see. I have some we have some options because I have some of this here, the resource, the Hyperium for the jump drive. So let's do that. That's actually kind of fun. And by selecting this, we are quite far away. This is where the factory ship is. We can jump there, and I've seen everything. Now there's just this other pirate base here. Then let's jump here. And let's see, let's look at this, how it happens. So at half speed. So here we can see the jump drive is charging, and that's, by the way, an interesting feature. So the bigger your ship is, the less efficient it is for just one jump drive. To jump you. Yeah, they're very cool. And very cool. We come in, very good, and now we are here at the station. Vivoni station. Here. I don't want to select the crew quarters when I click here. I want to select the ship. And then we are flying like here. Flying like so. Our ship doesn't have enough thrust. But well, it's all I could do here. So. Then let's fly here. And then we can select both our ships. And we can transfer crew and resources between them. So, and the factory ship did produce 23 shots for the ammo, okay, and only 2 high explosive missile parts. That's not good. Oh, no. They produced 77. No, let's reset. They produced 170, but we don't have more space in our cargo hold. But we've got some iron here. Let's put that over there so the factory can produce more stuff. Initiate transfer. And now in the background we can see our guys doing this and bringing it into the cargo hold there. I do like the graphics a lot. That's a cool idea that this is opening up like this. It's pretty cool. Pretty nice and cool. So. And we can speed this up. They're bringing the ore over there, the iron ore. And we are done. And then we can, I'm clicking hardball here. There seems to be some bug or so. Sometimes they are not bringing all the iron ore over to the other ship for some reason that evades me. I don't know. So let's use the comm system hailing the station. There. So we've destroyed the pirate base. The location of the local pirate fleet's home base has been discovered. So, and we have taken them out. So we are gaining monolith cooperative reputation, receive payment. So, there we go. And now we could do a mission that would go against one of the factions. As we can see here, I have the maximum cap of fame for the demo. So we cannot get more than 44 crew, 43 on our hardball ship and 1 person on the factory ship. This here is the exchange of goods. We could buy a diamond, they've got 1. This here, so we've got the heavy blaster to unlock, the deck cannon, all of this stuff that we looked at before. The railgun sounds pretty cool. And I think it's getting more powerful the longer the projectile can actually accelerate in it. Then the flak, large shield generator, hyperdrives, bridges, more thrusters. But it's, But it's also, you know, I feel it's actually not so much. It's not so much stuff. Yeah? I mean, there's some stuff here, but it's, you know, I would wish for some more stuff even. Yeah, I mean, it does make up for a lot, but that's what I'm saying. I don't think this game, at this point, unless they are really adding some more things, and maybe some form of solo player storyline or so, or they really say, okay, well, this is supposed to be a multiplayer game. Yeah, but that's, by the way, I can't try that because it's locked in the demo. And that's why I think the long-term motivation for single players is probably limited. Yeah, but it's pretty cool. Pretty cool, and it is very addictive to a degree. But yeah, here we are. So, and then our ship is here. We can explore unknown signals. Oh, by the way, there's one more. How is that? It didn't take the station. The station was actually an unknown signal. Yeah, okay, but it's just, you know, these generic things here. Visit, travel to the Reuters system. Or do we do that? Not in the demo. Clicking here. Can actually, the hyper jump beacon, that's there. Well, we just used up our jump, the quick jump capability. Okay. By the way, so let's sell the steel. I'm trying this. That's the last thing that I'm going to try during the demo now. So we are selling all of this iron here, not all of it. Let's keep 250 or something in case we need to repair something. All these coils, they are quite expensive here. We are getting 22,000. Our guys need to bring it over there, of course. We've got 20 of these hyper coils. We keep them because that's stuff that it's rather harder to come by. And we've got 20 enriched uranium, but we only would use that to build more reactors. So we can sell 10 of that as well at the moment. So while these processors, they are nice. So I don't know if the prices are actually changing in a way. Are they actually? Oh yeah, no, they do. No, they are not. No, they are steady. Prices are steady, right? So as we can see, there is... that was just the maximum. So I don't think there's a real economy going on in the game. Yeah, that would make things also a little bit more interesting, but I think you can only make it harder by reducing the price for yourself, but that's it. So there's no real economy going on, like with offers and demand. Yeah, and that's it. So we got rid of the stuff. Now our cargo hold is more or less empty again. Then let's fly to a hyper jump beacon. Like, it doesn't say which one it is. I don't know how that works, but let's fly here. We could also use the jump again. Can I do that? Yeah, we've got 40, so let's do this. Cool. I like that. And this is the hyper jump beacon. Can we hail it? Hail rejected. Okay, well, I don't think... Yeah, well, there are people there. Why are they so antisocial? So, however, there are asteroids here. So this is an asteroid field. Let's look for some of the stuff that we need for the hyperdrive. Here, there, Hyperion. There's something. Getting a bit closer, and then... There, good. That was quick. That's an iron asteroid. Oh, there's titanium. Yeah, this is a nice resource that pays more. So, some stuff that's yellow means it's more valuable. So we are flying over there. Let's look for some more jump drive. But I think it will just say, no, it's not available in the demo. Coming around. Good. Gotcha. So how much do we have now? Yeah, looks pretty good. So we are ready for an expedition. However, I think that's actually, it's just a regular hyper jump beacon. Oh, it's this one here. Which is it? Hyper jump beacon. Ah, no, here, this one. Hyper jump relay to Theta Lactidia. So let's do that. Let's go there. We could also... Now let's actually mine a little bit more. I don't want to run out of the stuff. Here, there is some more. I don't want to run out of the stuff just during the last seconds. There's more. Gotcha. And even more here. Hoopsa. And now we are ramming the asteroid, but it kind of doesn't matter. And there's one guy there. Yeah. He was not as quick as our mining laser, and there's even more there. So, and how much do we have now? 228. Let's do this one more. There. And then we're jumping over there. I'm not sure if this is actually... Well, let's take this one here for 13. So... Ah. Well. So, and this is how it looks. This is not... It looks old and ancient. So I'm not sure if you need to be around or something. But people are jumping in here. Yeah, they're coming in. Let's reduce the speed a little bit. Now we just have double speed. And this here, by the way, this is our radar range here. I wonder what happens if someone is actually hitting us or so. And why are we hanging there now? Oh, come. Fly back. Yeah, auto-saving. Come, fly backwards. Okay, this guy. Minor shipper. Let's have a look at the guy. That's just storage bay. And this here is a moving walkway. Ah yeah, he's got moving walkways on his ship as well. Yeah. I wonder which is the front. Is this the front? That's his hyperdrive. That's actually... I mean, the stronger thrusters are there. Okay. And we are kind of stuck here. What's happening? Come. Fly backward. You're supposed to fly backward. There. I knew you could do it. There. So, and as we recall, so we even have the big thrusters here for the side. But I would have liked to have some more of these here, for example. They are like nice and versatile, as we've seen in the other one. But you have to have the door access, and I'd rather have more armor here. Thicker armor. It would, of course, make more sense to have more armor here as well. But I rather went for more shields in the front, because there we have the weapons. And then more armor back here, and fewer shields, and also no weapons. Thinking that we're just turning around and then shoot them. Okay, so here. I'm not sure, but can we actually now jump? Like, there's another one coming in. Courier. How does this work now? Oh, we have to go here, huh? Now this is this here would be Reuters. Okay, so what happens? I'm not allowed even to click, not in demo. Plot hyper jump is not in demo. Okay. Well then, so that's it. Yeah. I mean, it's still early access, and I hope they will. Oh, that's kind of fun. I do like the sound. I hope they will add some more stuff. I would hope for some form of storyline or so, like a chain of quests or so. That would be cool. And like, given the fact that the graphics are really basic, I like them, and it's pretty nice. And it's quite promising. Yeah, if you consider what they have at their hand to work with, I guess it's actually a pretty nice thing. But yeah, as I said before, my concern would be the long-term motivation beyond, building a big ship, and then you have it, and you're blowing others up. Yeah. Like, I think it might get old after a while, yeah. But I mean, at the same time, I could also imagine that you are going in for several hundred hours, and it's just the motivation, to make your ship always better and more powerful. And looking at the by the way, what's that? And looking at all the different ships, it's actually kind of cool, yeah. And having this freedom, that's also something rather unique. So there are not many games where you have so much, so much freedom to build your ship. Although I feel the number of things that we can actually put into our ship is actually rather limited. So it's not a super high amount or so, right? So we've got something that gives us the command points, different cockpits. Then we've got the thrusters, different thrusters. We've got armor, possibly better armor later on or something with this tree steel or tri-steel. And we've got a number of weapons. Yeah, not a huge choice, but also not super limited or anything. So, what I think what they don't have is actually are plasma weapons. like something that shoots plasma, like real plasma blobs or something. Yeah, this is all ballistics, projectile weapons. Disruptor, this is the laser, the ion beam emitter. Yeah, they don't have any plasma. And this is the heavy laser blaster. Yeah, I mean, I would think that there's some more potential, and I would think that they are planning then some DLCs or so that introduce some more stuff. Yeah. But I mean, it's a nice concept. I mean, there are lots of games that are on the 2D on a 2D map where you're flying around like this, but you cannot build your own ship like this. So that's certainly cool, and that's certainly spectacular here with these ion beam, the ion beam prisms. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. So which means that I feel this game is still promising. With certain concerns about long-term motivation, but with friends it is surely interesting, I guess. And has probably, or they are ramming us. There is certainly more fun involved with friends, I guess. And I think like a real multiplayer where you are flying around and also with your fleet, so to speak. You are fighting with other players, so that's I would think that's actually pretty cool. By the way, there are only 2 different ships landing here, huh? Yeah. So, but as I said before, or as I pointed out, so this is just the 1 to 3 level, danger level, and then down here we will surely see more stuff that is more on the level that we saw in the intro. Yeah, in the trailer. So, and that concludes this episode or this video. Many thanks for watching. I hope you found this one informative. My little view on this thing is fun. I made a ship. I'm rather proud of her, although, well, within the limits that were possible here. And after you, so to speak, so she's the second ship that I built, yeah. With the first one not being too efficient. But as I said before, I think these these moving walkways, they are very important to build, so people are quicker around. And then it's just the energy, yeah. The allocation of energy, and then of course seeing to it that people are not leaving their posts. So I don't know why they just went away. You can do some crew management. I tried that. So the green shirts here, they are there, and they are here. Let's look at this. How do I do this again? Right click, edit role. So you can put the job priorities. Then I didn't change much, but I wanted the green shirts to actually prioritize the power a little bit more. Yeah, that was my idea here. And they always, if there's stuff, then they want to get to the manipulator beam emitter to get the stuff. Then the fighter. And these guys here, I tried to increase the priority for the weapon systems to 8, as we can see here. I don't know why they left the guns over there. And this here is the missile dude. And here I increased the job priority even further because I had noticed that they are leaving their post. Operate to 8. Yeah, that's why I changed that. And we saw that they did not stay with their weapon. Someone else should have brought more cartridges, and it didn't work. Not as I had hoped. But well, so and here we are. So many thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one and found this informative. My little take on this game. It is still in early access, so it's probably worth to wait how this thing develops further. Yeah, and if you want to share any thoughts, the comment section is all yours as always. And if you liked this one, how about you show that by clicking the like button? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to never miss an episode again on Playing Hardball. And why there are craters on this thing here, we might find out at some point, who knows. Yeah, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, don't forget to do that and hit the bell to never ever miss an episode again. And see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, and one thing I forgot. You can actually save your ship. Let's look into the ship editor. And I wanted to present my other ship. So this here is actually, can actually override existing ship, no cancel. How do I do this now? Cancel. No, yeah, I think here with the open ship editor here, load the ship. Can we do this? Replace existing. Load ship loads the design of a previously saved ship, completely replacing something. Yeah, here, loading this one. Also load paint design. Yeah, okay. So here, so this was actually the first ship that I built. Oh, and now it's gone again. Unnamed ship. Ugh, how does this work? No, not like that. Here. Like there. Ship editor. Replace existing. So we can see that I did some experimentation, right? Loading that ship. Also load paint design is okay. So here we are. So this here is the bluish one. It's the blueprint situation. So here, this one is a bit lighter in design. And as you can see, I only had the moving walkways on the sides and had one central line with the reactor and everything. And I had thought that the crew would actually run around and pick up stuff, but I think it's much better. Maybe it would even be better, or like in the other ship to have a central line where they can get things easily and quickly. Yeah, with the reactors or so. And obviously the reactors are safer in the middle of the ship. And then you would probably have the power capacitors where they are collecting the plasma batteries to have them a little bit more outwards, and have dedicated crew members that are just refilling these capacitors. I think that's probably the most efficient way to do it. Yeah, and here with this guy we can see it's a bit sad that I can't build this ship now. We don't have the resources. Make it so. We could build it, but this would cost too much. But like how this one would fly. But this would be... it doesn't say the tonnage now. That's sad. Okay. Oh, well, whatever. But this was the first one. And then let's have a look at... the third one. Here, I did some experimentation, and I created the tulip. That's how I named her. What is this now? Oh, yeah, this works pretty weirdly. Yeah, we didn't build anything yet. Oh, we didn't build anything yet, so we cannot paint anything. So, but I want to show the tulip. Replace existing, loading the ship. So here, and here I did some experimentation with the bigger beam. So this is not even the maximum. You could make a much bigger thing, but now we can see this is like roughly 1/4 or so of the maximum size that is possible. And here can we actually... There was a way to try out this one. How did that work? Here? No. There is something. Revert modification. There was some form of trial mode or so somewhere in the game. So that's actually also some criticism of mine. So the user interface is not ideal if you want to do certain things. Yeah, like selecting stuff. For example, everything always needs to be connected. So I couldn't copy this one here, for example. I always have to delete it. I can't just cut this out. I can cut it out and copy it, but then I can't put it anywhere. You know what I mean? Like if I'm cutting out this one here, because I would to push it further down there, and then add something in the middle, and then take this part and attach it again, it's not possible to do that. Or at least I couldn't figure out how that works, and then it's not good enough. Yeah, if you can't figure that out half easily. The select tool, so it's like this here, right? So you can do it like this. You can cut it out, but you can, as I said before, you cannot put it anywhere. Yeah, you can only copy it, and then you know, you need to keep it in your head. Basically, you have to delete this here, then do what you want to add, and then you can possibly cut it, put it again in there. Like this here, huh? No parts have been copied yet, yeah. But I felt it didn't work so well. So, but here we have also a lot of these walkways. I used a lot of armor here, thinking that, and also having the shield generators inside of the armor. So once the enemy has to chew through the armor, they will hit the shields, which means that for the beginning, we will have more energy for shooting and harming the enemy. That was my idea, with only point defense over here, but large cannons on the side that should be able to also shoot upwards. But as we can see here, it's not such a good thing, because we don't have the personnel here. Yeah, kind of the whole thing suggests it is 183. I don't even know why he counts this here, because there are crew quarters here that are supposed to service all of this here in this corner. That was the idea. But also with rockets here, or with missiles. And here also quite some more thrusters, but also only 6. And I think this one would also be very sluggish, but I tried it in some form of this trial mode, so I don't know how that works. Can I maybe find it somewhere? If you can't find something in the user interface, it's really bad. Then it needs to be unnamed ship. Now it's gone again. Edit ship, abandoned ship, transport, display, formation, flight direction. No, doesn't work. Resource management, this here. Clear storage, save ship design, transfer crew. No, it doesn't work. Yeah, okay, well. There's a thing. Or maybe, oh no, sorry, maybe it is here. So, no, sorry. Quitting the game. Quitting to the menu. So I think maybe here. More. Ship library. Maybe I can do it here. Yeah, here, this is the thing. The play test. So I found it again. Let's test this one. So, there. So this is the tulip. And she has the maximum crew now, I guess. Well, we have 60. We have 60 people on board, okay. Although way more was actually recommended. So here, they are running around. And then the thing is, I mean, we don't have any enemies now. But this is how she looks, and we can use this one here. So we can see that, by the way, that the no, we can't see the shields, but it's like overlapping. So, and this one we can put on always on, auto fire. Oh no, it doesn't work like that. Okay, then we need to do it like this. Here, selecting those, and then they are auto fire. Oh, and that didn't work. Ah, because it's not. Ah, it is not activated yet. Okay, so this here, this one. This is how you need to do it. This one goes there. This one shoots into this one. These two shoot in this one. This one goes into this one. This one hits this one. These two hit into this one. This one fires into that one. These two hit into this one. This one hits into this one. You go into this one. You go into that one. And you go into that one. And we need to switch you guys off. So now they are all arranged. And now you guys fire again. So in here. So now we've got the really strong, long range. And this as we can see, by the way, it's already depleted, so yeah, they can't uphold this for too long. So you really have to make sure that you have enough personnel. And here they're normal. This is the normal speed now. So we can already see that the whole concept is kind of failing. I mean, okay. Every smaller ship, or no smaller ship could withstand this one here. That's for sure. It's kind of impressive, but I tried to produce something here so people could get as quickly there as possible. And as we can see, they are getting the energy directly out of there. But to maintain this for a longer time, you have to establish a real economy on the ship. And so far this didn't work so well. I think we just need way more reactors, obviously, and also way more personnel. That's why it said what is recommended here. 183 is suggested, and we have only 60. So, yeah. But I mean, if we have enough people, then I guess it would work better. Yeah, but it's due to the demo. It's nerfed now. But that's how it works here. And I find the idea pretty cool. It's also, the graphics are super cool. And this is of course what the game is actually living off of at this point. Yeah, well, I hope they will keep up the good work and improve it even more. And then let's go back. And I want to ship library. So, and let's here. So this here was the first one. So can we actually maybe have an opponent here? What is this? Play as? No. What's this? Select tool? No. What's this? Doodads? Here we could we can actually create a star system or so. I would think as a PvP encounter or something. Select tool. Free build mode is on. Battle helper. No, okay. It appears that we cannot choose any ships to fight against. That's a bit sad, but well, let's still look at this ship here that I built. So, and now we can actually look at it a little bit better. So here I also had 3 shields in the beginning with 36 people. I mean, I felt this was a little bit better. Oh, by the way, I didn't fly around with the tulip. But as we can see here, this one is actually reasonably maneuverable. Or let me just hit pause for a second. So now let's look at her. So she's got these side thrusters. 7 of the the large thrusters on the side. Plus these ones are also adding the thrust forward. Yeah, so I feel this is actually rather maneuverable. Like this. And this ship weighs 777 tons. Lucky number there. And we've got some quite decent firepower here with 2 large cannons, 4 laser blasters, and I had only 2 point defense systems. So if there were missiles flying in the front, it is a problem. But if you would fly and fight, let's say at 1/8 of the speed, then it would probably work. Because you could also turn around the ship and then actually catch shots here with the armor. So by the way, we can actually, let's have the select tool. Can you guys hit? Oh yeah, here. So let's do that. Let's try. Let's see to it. Oh. No, just the weapons like this. You guys, you all hit and shoot. So and then, no, not the repair mode here. This here to look from the inside. So this here. This is how we shoot. And this is how our energy depletes. So we can actually maintain this for quite a while, as we can see. And we are even flying around now. So this works kind of better. This was the first ship, or like so to speak, the first adaptation after I learned that how good this here, the moving walkway is. But I mean, okay, in principle, yeah, here they left the blasters again. I don't know why they do this. Maybe it's because the cannons are probably a higher priority or something, or what is this? Some of them are green. The red shirts, what's their thing here? Added the role. Job priorities, so laser blasters is 6 and 7, and they have this also, it's 5. Supply ammo is only 5. Can't be that. That can't be the reason. So I don't know what's happening here, why they are leaving their posts. They shouldn't do that. But they are also running out of fuel. Yeah, here's this guy. But now he's just sitting there like an idiot, and instead of getting up and getting some energy over there, he's still sitting there, by the way. So you could look at this, that the guys are also not super smart. So this could be improved as well. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense that this guy is... I mean, okay, in this case, they are just bringing something. Yeah. Oh, not the blue one. Yeah, I think I noticed this. So the blue one is actually staying at his position. Yeah, that's why I changed it. And now I remember. Job priorities. So here operate is at 8. Yeah, the laser blaster. So I put his operation priority to 8, and that's why he's sitting there. Why he remains on his post. And now the others showed up again. I don't know why the others went away now. No. Okay, no, that wasn't an explanation. Well. But as we can see here, we needed another cockpit for the command point. Which made the whole ship a little bit more asymmetric. With 2 cockpits there. And now we are out of ammo as well. Yeah, so that's this ship. And then let's have the tulip. Oh, this is how it works. Oh, let's try that. Okay. Then let's... like the tulip. Yeah, here. That's not here like this, so... Yeah. So with these, with 4 thrusters, I feel she's actually reasonably maneuverable. And she only has 4 forward. And this is normal speed, so... And now we are firing the lasers. Okay. Let's see what happens when we are... Excuse me, just a little sneeze. What happens if we are getting into the fire here? Nothing much. Okay. Oh well, what it's... it is... It is a thing, so, well... And now... Tulip... can we actually... Yeah, here. Attack. There. And now the Tulip... Fires with the cannon. Yeah, the cool thing is, like, we can see the underlying structure showing up for a while before it also explodes. That's pretty cool. A Tulip, you are actually supposed to fire the iron blast. So here, she didn't do this because it doesn't work. We need to arrange the crystals again. So this one goes there. This one needs to go on that one. This one goes there. I don't know why they are not like during the game with the other ship. My other laser was also always rearranging itself. Like, that was super annoying. You're going here like so. So, like this. And now, let's see, attacking. Let's see how quickly she goes through this one. There, oh yeah. That's, like, why is she maneuvering? Why is she maneuvering like this? That doesn't make any sense. Well. Okay, I guess this ship design completely failed, actually. I thought that we could actually shoot forward as well with this one. Because it's supposed to. We're just a second here. If we do this here, the big gun here. Okay, no, actually it's just an angle like this. I could have put it a little bit more inside here, actually. But this wouldn't have changed anything. Okay, well, then that was stupid. However, you could also build ships, of course, that shoot with their broadside. So I want to try the laser though. So then let's do this here. Iron. There. And now we are shooting. Oh, it actually takes longer than I thought. It's not getting through the armor. Well, it's actually, it looks more impressive than it's actually. That is actually effective. Hit points 8,000. That is certainly a bit weird. But now our energy is already messed up. So we are doing... what are we doing here actually? Iron beam does 2,000 per second. Maybe it's too far away. No, it's close. That is curious. Okay, well, and then let's have our other ship, like here. Yeah, this is hardball 2. Well, I guess it will take a while. So I guess the tulip failed completely. Then you can actually go like this. So and then we can take the tulip. Okay, so the armor is actually better than I thought. Because, yeah, as you can see, the cannon is messed up quickly enough. With so much armor, you don't need the shields, actually. But here we are hitting the shield now, so this is the shield meter, as you can see. Oh yeah, actually the guns seem to have more punch, by the way. We're still not through here. That is really curious. I don't know, maybe it's also not working properly. Wasn't even so much armor over here. I think something is wrong probably. Because it should do 3000 or something. What was it? 2000 damage far, and so I would think now this is maybe half or 1/3 of the distance it can shoot. That is sort of disappointing, but well. The hardball 2 is actually the one that is, and it's not even shooting the plasma beam here. Yeah, I also don't know why this is not working. These guys here, they are supposed to attack. They're not shooting. Where's that? Fire at will, and then here, fire at target. They're not doing it. Ah no, it's not like this here. And then this one. Fire target. Oh well, this is just cutting over there. By the way, he's actually getting through this rather quickly. So I'm not sure, but I think something is wrong with this one here. Okay, now I understand, it's just one laser at a time, so actually it's not so much damage here. The tulip, our hardball is actually doing the double shot here. So that's why we've got the double amount, and here we only have one shot. And maybe for a split second or so. Here, this one had some damage for a short time, but it should have gone through ages ago. Because we have such little crew here. So they've depleted all the power capacitors. This one is hitting the shield there, yeah. What I do like is the physics now. That's actually pretty cool. Also that it floats like this. Then we have food. Yeah, come on. Hardball. turning you around now. And then we'll see. This doesn't do much. Oh, it's actually... Oh yeah, here we are. We have the shields now. Cutting through the back fins. Okay, so, well, I think we've seen enough of the game, so many thanks for watching. I hope you found this one entertaining in the end at least. Yeah, no, let's be honest, it's actually an interesting concept. I do think a lot of stuff is still quite experimental now, and a lot of things should be improved in my opinion. Or let's put it like this, there is room for improvement, but I do like the concept a lot, you know, and it's always good if people can actually express their creativity, and that's certainly a game where you can do that. Yeah? It's certainly cool. Yeah, here, so something is happening here. This, I don't know why this guy doesn't do any damage here. Like this gun should have been destroyed ages ago. Let's turn the tulip around. Does sound quite impressive, doesn't it? Well, I think the armor is probably very strong, stronger than I thought, but maybe there's also a difference about the game or something, I don't know. Or maybe the ships are actually, so to speak, playing with different difficulty levels. By the way, this guy is actually shooting in there. He's shooting in here. There's some debris coming down. Yeah, it's from here. They're shooting here. Okay. Well, I mean, it looked more spectacular than it actually is, but well. Oh yeah, so, oh yeah, we've really cut off one of the sides there. Oh yeah, and oh yeah. I wonder why this guy is not shooting. Doesn't want to fire. Fire at will. Why is he not firing? This guy here. There's a guy sitting there. He has energy there. I am giving him the command. It's quite weird. Okay. Now it's shooting. Okay. So I think the tulip has problems recognizing that she has the iron beams here. Because she's shooting with this one, but she's not even aiming with this here. So apparently the AI doesn't work. By the way, we can see that we are actually shooting the debris here. I have the impression tulip is actually not doing any damage here. It should have been destroyed long ago. Overhyped is just so good, of course, it's also possible. And the shields, they are... This one is down now, but it got new armor, the new energy there. But I feel the concept works actually pretty nicely here, because the shields are taking up most of the energy, and then it takes a long time to get through the armor as well. Disruptors are actually doing some damage to the armor. That's also not something that should happen, because the description says that it does very little armor here. Oh, he's actually not hitting the guy, but the armor here. That's maybe the reason. Okay, well. Yeah. So I feel this game needs more work from what I'm seeing here. And I think this is where we can end. So many thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, how about you show that by clicking the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you never miss an episode again on Playing Hardball. And as always, the comment section is all yours. See you next time. Bye bye. Oh no, I made another mistake. We are not ending this Let's Look yet, because I thought about something that I want to see. So let's go back into the ship's library. So how did this work again? So I built some more, which I want to see. So these are quicker, and I think I misaligned the crystals here. Playtest. So let's do this playtest again. And well, that's actually the criticism that, you know, now that there is no real story and the quests are also rather generic, you know that there is no real point in actually doing that and grinding for the resources if this building is, you know, in the center of the game anyway. So here, the thing is, you need to align this one here in a way. I think I misaligned this one. That was a mistake. So, and it's possible that there is actually something bad happening. This one here goes into this one, yeah. So the idea is that these here have double power, and together they go in here, and then this one is probably not getting, from what I'm understanding, and I did some reading on the game as well, and it's actually a bad aspect of the game that it is not explaining sufficiently what's actually happening here. Shoots a powerful beam of iron energy in a fixed direction. Damage is lower at longer range. Can be shot into an iron beam prism to redirect its angle. But it could be that that this was actually messing up the damage output. So let's try this again. Yeah, so you understand what I'm meaning, right? So like if you are not adding this one up, so like literally from 2 goes into here. Yeah, another 2 go into here. This would mean that the power of 4 iron beam emitters go into this crystal. Yeah, that's the idea here. And the power of 4 from here goes in there, and 2 from these 2 here into this one, which goes into here. 2 from this one here, which go into this one. So, yeah, so we've got 2 iron beam emitters from here, 2 from here, and that means we have 4, the energy level 4 on this one in principle, and then it should mean that we have power level of 8 in this one here. And by the way, it might also be wiser. I know what's this? What was this? No weapon targets to cancel. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, but now it isn't a light again. Why doesn't it do it? So here. And now, actually, it might be wiser also to put another one of these crystals up there, because then we can probably aim it somewhat better. Yeah. At least until it gets destroyed. But this seems to be the smart choice. Yeah. I mean, of course, like if you don't care about the view, then you could, of course, put regular thick armor here, right? Like this one here. This armor strength, just one block here, of course. But I like it. I like the design like this. So, and here we can, by the way, we can also check something. So we've got 4,500 tons, roughly, right? And we know that the Tulip is not super maneuverable, but she is also okay-ish. So, let's see. Then we've got, where are the others? Like this. No, not the new one. Where was it? How do I put them here? Select tool. Doodads. Ship libraries there. So, then let's have this one. This is a little shuttle. Then we'll take my good old hardball 2. Then this one here is the first hardball. And then I built the granite block. It's also way smaller, but possibly way better. This is the regular granite block, and this is the fast granite block, as we can see here. Yeah, I just built them. And I have to admit, like, building really is fun. Yeah, I like that. So that's I really enjoy that, being creative there. So what do we have here? With this one, this granite block here, I really checked it out that we have enough personnel, which is also one of the reasons why this ship is smaller. But we have more people than we would actually need. So as you can see, I've built this one also in a way that we have even a little bit more energy output than we would need. The idea here is that this baby is rather quick and has a quite good energy surplus, so to speak. Yeah, energy surplus. And let's see how the shields are actually behaving on that. I would think that there's a mechanic that attacks against the shield deplete the energy, which means that the people will need to replenish the energy. And if we've got a good surplus, this should hold out way longer. Yeah, so let's see how this works. So, and we also have these treads here, the moving walkways, in a way that they can get to the energy points here, to the reactors, rather quickly. So, and we should have some pretty good maneuverability, while the second granite block here, this one, has also a little bit even more crew, but yeah, it's also really good with the energy. Yeah, and here we've got 2 more large thrusters, although the way is a little bit less efficient here, but let's just see how this behaves. And we have 8 laser blasters here, and I arranged it so that we would have the shield generators below, but also an okayish amount of armor here. Let's see, but only, as we can see, only shields in the front. So let's see how this actually moves. And what's actually the maximum speed? So 103 meters per second. So that's rather quick. And yeah, it just looks like, and let's do it like this, and then back here. So we are increasing speed. Then, yeah, I don't feel that the maneuvering is super efficient here, but this baby at 104 meters per second is actually rather quick, as we can see. So 104, and that's for 327 tons. Well, this granite block has 317 tons. So let's see how this goes. Let's just fly around a little bit. And then back here. Yeah, changing direction. So that's... I feel that doesn't work so well. He's already decelerating. Okay. So let's see if we can actually, if I did this correctly. So we can actually even reach our maximum speed. Now he's actually already decelerating. But here, this one should reach the maximum. It's 95, 96. Oh yeah, okay. 96 now. And then we're already decelerating. And my idea would be that there might be a chance to actually outmaneuver the enemy. Although I don't feel that the game is actually able to do that. Yeah, that's also some criticism that I would have, that it's actually mostly a thing that you're just flying in front of each other, and then you have to overpower the enemy. So here, this one is a smaller shuttle at only 260 tons, with also 6 of the large thrusters plus this one here. In comparison, and then let's see, like so, and that's 101. And here we've got the laser. So this one is probably even a little bit tougher than the others. Let's see how that works. So, and this is like how I designed it. So we've got some energy efficiency here. And let's look here. So we've got the suggested 24 crews, and we have just slightly less energy here. So, but not so much combat power, of course, with this one, with only 2 lasers and 2 disruptors here, and 2 point defense guns. Yeah, but it's a smaller, significantly smaller ship, and therefore also obtainable. So let's see. Like so. And I wish you could actually autoplay this one. Or can we actually do this play as player 1? Enables you to control the ships of player 1. Ah yeah. Newly placed ships will be given to player 1. Okay. Can we actually... This is the ship library. Play as player 2. Newly placed ships will be player 2. Oh yeah, they are already attacking, or what? And now he's actually shooting, huh? Yeah, I think this works much better now. So, and well, they are shooting each other now. Oh, and I can't do anything. Because I'm not player 2 now, huh? Well, then let's do this here. So play as player 1. What does it mean? Yeah. So I don't feel that this system is too intuitive here. So what do I have now? Now we're playing these guys. like here, and then you are attacking this guy. You are attacking like so, and then you are hitting this guy. You are turning around. And then, both of you, you are turning around like so, and then like so, and then you are also hitting the tulip. So let's watch this. So they are flying around and they are shooting at the tulip here. Flying through our laser, that's not so smart, although I just gave them the order to fly around here, but they are not managing it and they are mindlessly checking it out. He's ramming. By the way, I have to criticize that it's not super good. Oh, here, by the way, the shields are really good. This one. Oh yeah, here. He's shooting. He's shooting a lot. And the tulip is totally passive now. Although no, she's shooting here. Well, then we shouldn't suck up the damage there. But that when actually... You look at this. Why is he flying like this? It doesn't make any sense. Oh, and here the shuttle is already messed up. Yep, the shuttle has been destroyed. Yeah, okay. The granite block. They are not doing anything. But this one is already, well, was messed up. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So the ships are really not behaving too smartly there. The shield is malfunctioning. Well, the tulip... Oh yeah, here, this shield is now nearly depleted. Can I actually look at these? Oh, I'm not allowed to look into it. Well. We can see it in here. And despite the problems that we have... Oh yeah, no, here, the shield survived actually. Okay, good. And now they have even more energy for the shields and the weapons, by the way. But the offensive power with now only 7 lasers is not sufficient to punch through here, I guess. Although, well, we're actually messing up this one here. And once we've destroyed this diamond here, I placed the shield here. That wasn't so stupid. Why would they not shoot at this one here now? That doesn't make any sense. But the mining lasers are doing a good job. So we lost the one grenade. You guys, you're still messing up the tulip here, huh? Well, let's retreat a little bit, getting out of the line of fire, and then this tulip here is actually shooting at this guy now. Oh yeah, but the shots are being intercepted, so we've got the point defense here. Our shields are still holding, so we are wearing down Hardball 2, as it looks like. And I think our guys, despite the damage, they are doing okay right now. But the generators cannot generate the energy quickly enough. But I think the shields are under control, by the way. So it's not a thing. Oh yeah, we have dropped the shield here, by the way. Oh no, we don't. Now the shield is online again. But now he's shooting the crystal there. Oh yeah. And the iron disruptor is hitting us. Oh yeah, the iron disruptor is actually shooting through the shield. Okay. Which is a strong argument to actually not rely solely... Oh yeah, here we... Oh, the turnip woke up. The turnip woke up there. It's actually cutting through now. Oh yeah, here. Oh yeah. Well, actually... So you are hitting this one here. Let's concentrate fire a little bit. So our fast grenade block is just holding up. The turnip, however, is behaving really stupidly here. And is presenting her side to be shot at. I don't even know, I gave her orders to attack hardball too, but she's also shooting at the hardball here. I mean, she's a very tough tulip, of course, with lots of armor all around. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. Oh, and someone shot... Oh yeah, here. The hardball shot off the primary crystal there in the front. And we also lost our cannon here on the side, and now it makes even less sense. So I never gave the order to move there. I just gave her the order to attack, and it would have been wise to just use the iron cannon there. And we are not able to get through the shields here, huh? But we have neutralized the crystal, at least that. So now, of course, it would make sense to actually attack this guy here. Because we can actually harm him due to the fact that the shield is in the front. So the tulip needs to rearrange herself. Stupid as she is. And then she just wasted area here. Now it would of course make sense to gang up on this one here, as the energy should be depleted rather sooner than later. Oh, and yeah, so the side is messed up. And here we are being hit again. Can you just move like this? This would be much smarter. But I gave the order to hit the hardball, nothing else here, by the way. And from the angle, it is quite possible to hit this one. So it doesn't make any sense how the ship behaves. Let's shoot at this here. Let's shoot at the reactor there. Here. Very good. Mess them up. And shoot up this reactor there. Good. The hardball is done. With all the astronauts floating around now. But she's now shoot at this one. So the ship moved around. So the tulip can withstand quite some punishment here. Like this. Yeah, that didn't make any sense. But you were supposed to hit this one, yeah, there. Oh, he's shooting at us as well. At the fast grenade block here. This one. So it would make sense, of course, to concentrate fire to drop the shield. Do we do this? So, oh, now we are down to 6 lasers, by the way. We are able to drop the shield. So now they woke up and noticed that we are concentrating fire now. So the AI is like really stupid, we have to say. Like really stupid. That didn't make any sense, this behavior. Now they are... Oh yeah, they've messed this one up, okay. They actually hit there. There you go. There. Strike. There. Shoot through. Ah, yeah. And you hit this crystal now. So the shields are holding now. So that works pretty well. Oh yeah, we could shoot her in half. I wonder what happens, by the way. Let's do this. Actually hit this one. Yeah, she's broken in half now. But she can still operate. Oh, and the tulip is also broken up now. That's not good. Okay. Oh, the tulip can't move, huh? Oh! The tulip is done. Okay. Can still hit, however. Why can I not control the tulip here? Then you can, the very least thing you could do is actually shoot the cockpit there and then shoot this cockpit there. Then maybe do some damage there. While you guys, you need to hit the reactor, you stupids. Oh, and I think, oh yeah, we are done now. So this is the last. Yep, there. And from here, shooting the reactor there. These guys have worked through the tulip as well. But given the fact that this tulip is now controlled by the AI, she behaves like really stupidly. Oh, and this one is actually moving around now, still shooting with the lasers. And why would she do this? Oh, there were still people there, okay. So they had some more energy there. But that's pretty cool. So what I think what the game also lacks is some ramming. If you are flying at ramming speed, so it kind of doesn't make any sense that they don't get any damage there. But now we've got some additional damage going. So you could also fire here from behind. Can you actually fire here? Can you turn around? The granite block has some pretty good forward shields now, so that seems to work pretty well. This here doesn't have anything anymore. Can you shoot this one? So we work through there. We work through to the reactor there. Tulip. Oh yeah, this one broke up now. Oh, you shoot this one. So now they've woken up. Oh yeah, here. And we hit him from behind. You can hit here oh yeah, there. The reactor, yeah, nice, okay. Well, they are done now. They are working through the tulip over here. Can you guys concentrate on this reactor there? Okay. You guys need to work through there. Hit this one. Our fast granite block. Oh yeah, we've messed up this guy. This is a meltdown, the crew quarter. Okay, I'm good. Then you hit the shields over there. Yep, so the granite block is like really not behaving too smartly there. Like the minimum would be to turn in with the shield, so we only have forward shielding with this one. So the AI is like really bad. Yeah. At least in this mode. But I also felt, and we saw it when I played this first battle, so they are just facing you frontal, and that's it. So I think the real potential is probably only the PvP, like you're building ships and have fun with that, and then you play against your friends. But it's kind of, yeah. Oh yeah, we're already massive. Very good. Like there. Shooting through. Nice, we got through. Alright. Oh, and all the people here. Yup. So. Human-controlled player. Oh, and by the way, so now it would be time. Here. Again, I can't select the ship. Flying over there, and this tulip here is nearly done for as well. So now with you we need to face like this, and let's see what happens. We do have one thruster. Let's see what happens. Well, these two guys have worked through the tulip here. It is actually reacting a little bit. Oh yeah, it hit us here on the side. So now it's a direct iron. And it's actually messing us up here on the side. We lost the left spike here, by the way. And our tulip is not able to turn around anymore. Okay. Well, here the cavalry has arrived. Fly like this. Yep, we are just behind. So now the whole offensive capability has been reduced. We're messing him up. We actually work through to the cockpit there. So here we are concentrating fire. We have only thrusters here. But it looks like, it looks like the attack overrides the movement order. Here we can see our right thrust is the only one that is still operational here. Although in principle they should actually repair automatically or something. But I guess we don't have, we don't have any resources here. Or could it be that there is, if we are shooting, is there recoil or something? Well, so this here is the last cockpit. Oh no, it's the manipulator beam emitter, by the way. This is the two quarters. So let's watch her blow up. Yeah. I do like the explosions though, so they look really good. That's really nice. Oh, that poor guy there seems to be in panic. Here, why can't I just select the ship? You are flying in like this now. You are flying in like so. And these are the mining lasers, right? Yeah, well, and now she can't move around, of course. It's just sitting there, and, well, no one is asking to give up or so. But, well. Here. I can't select the tulip like this, so you guys can actually, you need to turn around like this, but you cannot do it, right? Although, well, we have one thruster here. She can still move now, like, I don't know how she actually moves in that direction. this one is shooting actually, okay. But to no effect, of course, because the Iron Disruptor, well, it does do a little bit of damage there, yeah. And I think now the Iron Disruptor used up the remaining energy, or the plasma batteries there. Some people still there. I mean, it's kind of cool, of course, yeah. Certainly kind of cool. And there's still 2 people sitting there. Oh yeah, oh, and now he's shooting back. Well, that's quite some fighting spirit here. I mean, they do have their ammo, and now not much longer. Okay, so and here we are. That's those are the shipwrecks here. Yeah, and well, we've got one shield here. This is like a ship graveyard now. Well, the granite block, and this is a part of the tulip. And here we are. So, well, and I think that's actually a worthy conclusion. So. And the conclusion is that I think the game needs a lot of further work if it wants to be a successful game. I think it's not enough to just be a shipbuilder and send the ships against other people. Not at least not for a long time. So and actually I was looking at something, and we are going to have a look there. Just as the last thing, because I noticed this game is actually in early access has been in early access for quite a while, and there are also some Steam reviews that are pointing out that nothing much is happening any longer, and it's quite possible that this project is actually dead. Yeah, and they are just hoping that and there are often times things like this that people are hoping that there is some more money coming in, but they've essentially abandoned the project. Yeah, that's of course not good. So, and to my knowledge, there's nothing new in this game right now that hasn't been in there like at least half a year ago or so. Yeah. So let's have a look at that. But my conclusion so far is that, as we can see here, it's kind of fun to fight, but the game itself doesn't look like there is too much solo player content that would be gripping for a longer time. Yeah, I mean, okay, you have the motivation to build your ship, to build also, you can have different ships, of course. It doesn't look like you can actually park them anywhere without them getting destroyed or so, unless you have crew in there. If you can have an infinite amount of troops, then this wouldn't matter so much. However, it is finite, yeah, because it depends, as we had found out, on your fame, how many people you can have. I mean, okay, you can of course have a skeleton crew, like I did with the factory ship. Yeah, there I only had one guy up there who was controlling the factories and producing stuff. So the ship wouldn't get stolen or destroyed or something, because it's considered by the game as a derelict or something. But, you know, for me personally, the whole game universe felt too passive, yeah, not lively enough, despite some faked activity by ships flying in or so. Yeah, so there needs to be a lot of more work, yeah, in my opinion. Despite some really nice potential here. So, yeah, and it's certainly a lot of fun. So I really enjoyed building the ships here. But now the question is, what do you need the ship for? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, why would you want to build it? Yeah, I did it now, but what's my motivation now to build more ships? Yeah, why should I do that? And for that, you just need a storyline or something. So something needs to happen in this universe. That's the point. So, and there's a lot of potential, even just, you know, the well-shoot-through thing that, you know, you are the hero and so on, and something is happening. or so, yeah, and your chance is to build a grand ship or whatever, yeah, and to fight the menace that is threatening your people or the universe or whatever, yeah. Even that basic stuff would already be enough, in my opinion. Just you know, to provide a framework, yeah, and that's the thing. So, and now let's have a look at these milestones. So here we are. So this here is the Steam page early access game, as we can see, 2022, and they do have some information here, which I personally really appreciate that they are doing this. So early access roadmap, pre-early access, this is what they already did. Phase 0 quality of life, bug fixes and so on. This is still ongoing. Balance, gameplay tweaks and so on. Crew construction, finished. So phase 1 is finished. Crew do construction repairs, hyperdrive, beacon, resource collector, new aesthetic, ship parts and decals, clouds and storms, build and battle PvP mode. Phase 2 meltdown. We've got the chain gun and the modular rocket thruster. A modular thruster that is constructed out of multiple individual parts. I didn't see that in the game, by the way, but well. And then already everything else is in progress. They have a long plan here, several phases. Faction versus faction conflicts and so on, faction missions in Korea and so on. I mean, it sounds like they want to do some stuff here, more variety of missions and activities, defense stations and so on. But this is just, you know, this is just really the basics, in my opinion. Yeah, so there's still, even if you have some more mission ideas or so, it's just grind. Yeah, I mean, why would you want to do that? You need some other framework for the game, especially in this single player mode. Yeah, there must be something. Yeah, so, and for example, X3 Terran Conflict did this nicely enough because they have multiple faction quest lines. Like literally for every faction, you have a grander story that, and you can also encounter things in addition to the regular generic missions, like what they are thinking about here, yeah, which is just the regular stuff, of course. So, and I do see a lot of potential here. So it's a really nice project like this. So really starting from scratch with a very little ship or so, and then in time you're getting beaten and blown up or so. But if you can manage to survive, you can always come back and you are learning. And your ships, you know, you will never see the 100%. You will never see the weaknesses, or even it depends on the enemy's ships. Yeah, and you learn constantly and upgrade your ship and learn from mistakes and also what other ships could do to your ship. So that's a pretty cool setting in principle, yeah, and it would be sad to see this go to waste, by the way. So, and then there are ongoing possible new weapons, yeah. So what I also feel that's what I said before. What we have in the game right now, it's certainly not enough, yeah. At least that's what I feel, yeah. I mean, because like especially for mid to long term motivation, it's just not enough, yeah. It's some lasers. This beam weapon and some missiles and so on. There needs to be a way grander variety, especially as this is relying heavily on your ability to build the ship and so on. And you know, then you want to try out stuff and things like that. Yeah, that's at the core. So this must be way more increased. Yeah, so I mean, I hope that this is not a failed project here, because as you can see, I'm just checking here. Lots of very positive, but here lately there have been a lot of negative reviews, for example. And I agree with this guy here. Unsold Thyself, like this here, for example. This is an exceptionally unimmersive game. I've not had such a feeling of being alone in an empty playground with any other game. And the reason for this is that the entire game is about making ships to blow up other ships and absolutely nothing else. That's what I'm saying when I say you need a different framework. Yeah. And that's the thing. Yeah. And actually, here, that's actually helpful. And the guy took his time. Yeah, so that's the thing. But I do see a lot of potential there. But I just wonder why Walternate hasn't done much. However, there's even worse news. Oh, sorry, so here. Now you see what I was looking at, by the way. By the way, this is also a nice channel here, Athelian X. Here. I mean, this is just a joke, of course, yeah. 1st of April, but here. Electronic Arts and Walternate Realities are pleased to announce that Electronic Arts has fully acquired computer game developer Walternate Realities and its flagship title, Cosmoteer. The price of the acquisition was enough quarters for 3 loads of laundry, cookies, and cream ice cream cone, 2 scoops, and the complete original series of Battlestar Galactica on DVD. Well, that's actually worth something. So, and now Cosmoteer is no longer available for free and can now be purchased only on Origin for $60. It was never free, by the way. Creative mode is now only available as part of the Creators Pack Day and blah blah blah. The multiplayer server has been shut down, so they are of course criticizing Electronic Arts. And guys, I want to tell you, I also have so bad experience with that company. Like, yeah, they are responsible for Dragon Age, and you know, the first game, only the first game is actually worth playing, and they literally took away the property. So I own that game on DVD, and a while ago I wanted to look into the game again and try to install it again, but they had deactivated the serial number, yeah. And they never reacted to my messages, so I wrote them a couple of emails and pointed that out. But I couldn't transfer the title to Steam either. So, yeah, and that's actually that's fraud. That's really a problem. Yeah, they can't just deactivate your product like that. Yeah, so that's really a legal thing. Yeah. But well, that's why I don't buy anything from Electronic Arts anymore. And the later Dragon Age titles were crap as well anyway. So, but that's it. Yeah. Cosmoteer is being rebranded as Battlefield Space, and now a first-person shooter pay-to-win mobile game. So this is quite funny. You can read it for yourself if you like. I'm just scrolling here. Yeah. In anticipation of the inevitable, EA has announced that BioWare San Carlos has been shut down effective immediately. So that's what they do, shutting down the studios, right? Cosmoteer has been cancelled. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Fortunately, this is just a prank. And if you don't believe me, other people have understood that as well. What is Story Vault? Oh, here, very important question. So is Electronic Arts considered more or less evil than Activision? April Fools. Yeah. Okay, so, and with this joke, at the end, we are indeed in the end. So I would wish that this game is actually being developed further. Yeah, and becoming something like X3 Terran Conflict. Check it out on my channel. You know, then it would, in its own right, you know, there would be cool stuff, you know, like special ships with special characters that are ravaging systems or something. You know, there are a lot of options there, a lot of possibilities. Yeah, and it's not so super, in my opinion, it's not super problematic to do that. Yeah, just a chain of missions, a chain of quests, so to speak, some political stuff. Yeah, just some life that is happening there. No safe scumming. Buy pre-designed ships or construct them from scratch. Yeah, I would think that you know, the construction is at the core. But yeah, what I would also see a huge potential is actually that players can upload their creations, and maybe also after beating the game or something, yeah, and then it becomes part of the game world or so. Yeah, I think that would be cool. Here, by the way, we can see 2 and 2 goes in here, so we've got 4. So this is double the amount of energy that the other that the tulip has, like double the energy here. Ah, yeah, this is a big reactor there though, and we only had the small ones. Yeah. Okay then. So I mean, you notice that I'm a little bit, you know, how to say it, pulled back and forth here. Oh, let's look at the trailer again. Here. So this is what we saw. This is the station, by the way. That was the pirate station. Here they've got 1 reactor. They also have only 1 reactor. I don't even know how this ship works. I think this is possibly a fraud, this ship here. Because this can't function like this. Without energy. Yeah. This is some station with lots of missiles. And they've got, this is a bigger reactor. But I don't know the statistics, of course. Yeah, I mean, like it's, I feel it's really fun, and you can notice that I'm a little bit, yeah, torn apart, because I would hope that this lives up to its potential, but at the moment. It doesn't look like it, you know, that it actually is going to live up to its potential. Here again, only 1 reactor, and they have the capacitors. This ship won't function, I think, unless this reactor here is producing so much energy. Then that you really only have 1. I mean, okay, there are 3. No, it's 1. 1 battery, right? 1 plasma battery here, but they have only 1 source. Or maybe it's producing them so quickly that your resource, so to speak, for this ship is rather the allocation, so the number of personnel that you need and can have, and then you indeed only need 1 reactor. There's another one. Yeah, I never allocated that so directly there. So what do we have here? There's this construction progress. There they are shooting through. Blows up. And here, this is also a cool thing. I mean, there are, of course, a lot of cool things to do. Oh, here in this one. That's a very big one. With this ship design here. Very big iron beam. That's the cool thing. I mean, there are also mods that which I checked them out, with which you could. We can look at this, with which you could change the color, and that's also a thing. There's a lot of potential there for different factions, for example. Yeah, so like as we can see here, there is certainly a distinctive style for these ships. Well, these look also like a different faction, and that's also a cool ship. Again, has only 1 big reactor. Lots of gun turrets there. You would ask yourself, where are they storing their ammunition for those guns? Or it's relying on a, you know, just the initial shot, and then they need to go back. So the guns are loaded, and then they can shoot what the guns have in store. So here we've got, these are definitely small reactors. And these are small guns. This is a big one. Aha. And here they have a lot of storage. Ah, yeah. But they also need energy for these guns. So from my experience, Oh, well, okay, no, they are working. I guess there was a reactor here as well. So the idea here is probably that the reactor is providing these things here with energy. Huh? Oh, and this is a big laser. Yeah, I was actually thinking that there would be a cool build to have a broadside. You know, broadsides. And they're also shooting with the beams again. So, I mean, it's visually it's really cool. So, yeah, and I'm a bit sad that it's not in the later stages yet, and I would hope that they are continuing here. So, and that's the last that I'm going to say for today and for this Let's Play. If you want to check out some other stuff, feel free to click on my channel name. Many thanks for watching. Hope you found this one informative. And well, let me know what you think about my thoughts. The comment section is all yours as always. And now finally the end of this video. See you next time on Playing Hardball. Bye bye.